Hey, Cowboys Nation! Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your go-to source for everything Dallas Cowboys. I'm Dave, and today, we're diving into one of the most highly anticipated stories of the preseason, Trey Lance's debut with the Cowboys. The former third overall pick is set to take the field for the first time in a Cowboys uniform in the preseason opener against the Los Angeles Rams. This is a moment we've all been waiting for, and it's time to break down what it means for Lance and the Cowboys. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Your subscription is incredibly important to us and will help us grow our community as we aim for our goal of 11,000 subscribers. Join the Cowboys News TV family and stay updated on all the latest news and analysis. Now, let's talk about Trey Lance. This young quarterback has had quite the journey, drafted third overall by the San Francisco 49ers, only to find himself now with the Dallas Cowboys, where he's ready to prove he still has what it takes to be an NFL starter. Lance's debut this Sunday marks a crucial moment in his career, and there's a lot riding on his performance. Lance's NFL career has been nothing short of turbulent. He was drafted with high expectations by the 49ers, but a combination of injuries, limited playing time, and the rise of Brock Purdy eventually led to Lance being traded to the Cowboys. He spent the past year getting to know the Cowboys system, working behind Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. And while those two quarterbacks have firmly established their roles on the team, Lance is eager to showcase his skills in a live game setting. Cowboys Nation, I want to hear from you. How do you think Trey Lance will perform in his preseason debut? Do you see him as a potential future starter for the Cowboys? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to participate in our community poll. Let's get the conversation going. Lance has been taking a methodical approach to his preparation. He's not letting the pressure get to him, even though these next few weeks could be pivotal for his career. Lance has repeatedly said that he's focused on taking it one day at a time. Very excited, but really just truly trying to take it one day at a time, Lance said in a recent interview. And that mindset might be exactly what he needs as he prepares for his first game action with the Cowboys. Lance's journey to this point hasn't been easy. After a stellar college career at North Dakota State, where he started 17 games, Lance's momentum was stalled by the COVID-19 pandemic, which limited his college playing time. That lack of experience carried over into his NFL career, where he appeared in only 8 games over 2 seasons with the 49ers. Last season, a devastating ankle injury in Week 2 against the Seattle Seahawks ended his season prematurely and opened the door for Brock Purdy to take over as the starting quarterback in San Francisco. That injury, coupled with Purdy's rise, eventually led to Lance being traded to the Cowboys. But here's the thing, Cowboys Nation, Trey Lance is not letting his past define him. He's ready to seize this new opportunity with the Cowboys and prove that he's still a force to be reckoned with. Every snap in the preseason, starting with Sunday's game against the Rams, is crucial for Lance's development and future prospects. Let's talk about how Lance has been fitting in with the Cowboys so far. Coming into a team with an established starter like Dak Prescott and a reliable backup in Cooper Rush, Lance has had to focus on learning a new system while getting limited reps in practice. But that hasn't stopped him from making the most of his time with the team. Lance has been working closely with Prescott and Rush, soaking up as much knowledge as possible and even joining them for summer workouts in Oregon before training camp. Lance has even adopted some of Prescott's philosophies, including the idea of staying present and focusing on the task at hand. "I just try to be present, be where my feet are," Lance said, echoing Prescott's own words. This kind of mindset is crucial for a young quarterback looking to establish himself in the NFL. Now, I want to hear from you again, Cowboys fans. How important do you think it is for Trey Lance to have mentors like Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush? Do you think their influence will help him succeed in Dallas? Let us know in the comments, and share your thoughts with the Cowboys News TV community. As we gear up for Sunday's preseason opener, there's a lot of buzz around how Trey Lance will perform. Dak Prescott has already voiced his confidence in Lance, saying, "I know that he's improved so much just from his time when he showed us back in last fall to where he is now. I expect him to have a big day." That's high praise from the Cowboys starting quarterback, and it's clear that Lance has been putting in the work to earn that kind of respect from his teammates. Cowboys Nation, this is a big moment for Trey Lance, and we'll be watching closely to see how he handles the pressure. Will he rise to the occasion and prove that he's still capable of being an NFL starter? Or will he struggle to find his footing in his first game with the Cowboys? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this is must-watch football. As we dive deeper into what this preseason means for Trey Lance, it's essential to recognize the broader implications for the Dallas Cowboys quarterback room. With Dak Prescott firmly established as the starter and Cooper Rush solidified as the reliable backup, Lance's role is less defined. However, this preseason provides a golden opportunity for him to make a case for his long-term future with the Cowboys or elsewhere in the league. For Cowboys fans, the big question is, what does Trey Lance need to do to impress the coaching staff and secure his place on the team? It's not just about completing passes or avoiding turnovers, it's about demonstrating that he can lead an offense, make quick decisions under pressure, and show the resilience needed to bounce back from adversity. In a way, this preseason might be the most critical stretch of Lance's young career. Let's break down the key areas where Trey Lance needs to shine. Pocket presence and decision-making. Lance's ability to read defenses and make quick, accurate decisions will be under the microscope. The Cowboys coaching staff will be looking to see if he can stand tall in the pocket, go through his progressions, and make smart plays, even when the pressure is on. Mobility and playmaking ability. One of Lance's biggest strengths coming out of college was his athleticism. The Cowboys will want to see him use his legs to extend plays and pick up crucial yards. But it's not just about running, it's about knowing when to run and when to stay in the pocket and deliver the ball. Command of the offense. Even in a preseason game, the ability to command the huddle and manage the offense is crucial. Lance needs to show that he can take charge, communicate effectively with his teammates, and execute the game plan with confidence. Accuracy and arm strength. Lance has a strong arm, but accuracy is what will set him apart. The Cowboys coaches will be evaluating his ability to hit receivers in stride, especially on intermediate and deep routes. A few well-placed throws could go a long way in solidifying his case. Resilience and mental toughness. How does Lance respond to adversity? Whether it's a sack, a dropped pass, or an interception, the Cowboys will be watching to see if he can bounce back and stay focused. This mental toughness is critical for any quarterback, especially one looking to prove himself. Cowboys Nation, it's your turn to weigh in. Which of these areas do you think is most important for Trey Lance's success? Is it his decision-making, his ability to extend plays, or perhaps his accuracy? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going about what it will take for Lance to make his mark in this preseason. Now, let's consider the bigger picture. What does Trey Lance's presence on the roster mean for the Dallas Cowboys moving forward? On one hand, having a talented young quarterback like Lance in the mix could provide valuable depth and a potential successor to Dak Prescott down the road. On the other hand, if Lance performs well in the preseason, it could increase his trade value, giving the Cowboys options to consider during the season or in the next offseason. Here's something to think about, Cowboys fans. If Lance lights it up in the preseason, should the Cowboys hold on to him as a potential long-term project, or would it be better to trade him while his value is high? Let us know what you think in the comments. Speaking of the future, it's also worth considering how the Cowboys' offensive system under Mike McCarthy might evolve with a quarterback like Trey Lance. McCarthy has historically favored pocket passers, but he's also shown the ability to adapt his system to the strengths of his players. If Lance can prove that he's more than just a backup, we might see McCarthy and offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer get creative with packages that utilize Lance's dual-threat capabilities. One intriguing possibility is the use of Lance in specific situational packages. Imagine the Cowboys deploying Lance in red zone or short yardage situations, where his mobility and playmaking ability could add a new dimension to the offense. This kind of versatility could make Lance a valuable asset, even if he's not the full-time starter. But of course, all of this hinges on how Trey Lance performs in these preseason games. As much as we can speculate, the reality is that his future with the Cowboys and in the NFL will be determined by what he does on the field. That's why this preseason debut is so critical. It's his chance to show that he belongs in the NFL and that he has the potential to be more than just a backup. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to consider the impact Trey Lance's performance could have on the rest of the roster. If Lance shines, it could push the Cowboys to consider carrying 3 quarterbacks on the active roster, which might influence decisions in other position groups. The ripple effect of his performance could be felt throughout the team as they make final roster decisions. So, Cowboys Nation, this preseason opener against the Rams is not just another game, it's a pivotal moment for Trey Lance and the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you're watching to see if Lance can reclaim his status as a top-tier quarterback, or you're curious about how he fits into the Cowboys' future plans, this is a game you won't want to miss. As always, thank you for tuning in to Cowboys News TV. We're committed to bringing you the best coverage of your favorite team, and we appreciate your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers, and we'd love to have you join us on this journey. And one last thing before you go, who do you think will have a bigger impact in the preseason, Trey Lance or another player on the Cowboys roster? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to check back in for more analysis as we get closer to the regular season. That's it for today, Cowboys fans. We'll see you next time with more insights and updates from Cowboys News TV. Stay strong, keep the faith, and go Cowboys!